Greetings, my fellow scholars of the livestream! I'm Visuasath from the Cosmo Observatory, and in today's analysis, we'll be diving into the first part of the Inside Final Fantasy VII Remake documentary. The whole analysis would clock in almost a full hour, which is why we decided to split it into 4 thematically coherent packages that will release shortly after one another during the remaining days before the full game finally releases. I know that many of you will get the game early due to early shipping on the side of Square Enix to ensure that as many people as possible can play the game on April 10th the latest, but nonetheless, we hope that you watch all 4 parts even if you're already knee-deep into Midgar. Anyway, let's start with Sector 8, which is first in line chronologically, which is how we structured this analysis. Cloud is forced to tread through the horrible devastation their mission caused before he stumbles into an unknown but intriguing personality. However, that nice moment is cut short by swirly shadows as well as the Shinra cavalry, which has finally caught up to Cloud. But how bad is it really? Let's find out. First up is this close-up shot of this megaphone, over which probably an announcer tells the people to keep calm. As you can see, in the background here, reactor number 1 has already been busted open. And the next shot shows the environment from a bit farther away. You can barely see it. This megaphone is somewhere over here, not illuminated anymore. As we can see, the same silos or whatever those are. And this building corner here is the same one we see in the E3 2019 trailer where Jessie gives Cloud the materia, just from a little bit different angle. In the same trailer where Cloud runs through the streets here, we can also see the same awnings and struts, also from a different angle. Same with all the broken pipes, which can be seen there as well. What's new here is the name of the building, Mrs. Arcade, probably. Is this an arcade hall where you can play games? Probably not. Maybe it's just arcade because of an arc somewhere. Yes, it looks completely busted here. These pipes probably were connected before. Looks like it was a highway there that has completely collapsed. Also interesting, electricity is still flowing here through. It's completely busted. Also back here as well. And here we are. This is a similar shot we've seen in the E3 2019 trailer, where Cloud is running through the same place here, just a different angle. And what's also interesting here is that Cloud dodges civilians. It's a pretty nice sky after all. Also to prove that it's the same area, here you see the exact same broken pipe. Here. This one. And this one. Just closer. Now there's a sign that has fallen down from somewhere. I think it says Twice Ice. Was that an ice cream shop or something? In any case, there's complete chaos everywhere. All the people are mostly disoriented, trying either to help people or help themselves, or just standing around completely in disbelief what just happened. It looks like each civilian has their own emotions and goals and behavior. And here we see even a mother guiding a child through the horrors here. And 2 people probably lamenting over either the flat they just lost or the car. She seems completely devastated. And I think, isn't there a broken off water hydrant that's spurting around water? Huh, could be. In any case, there's no pathway leading away here. If you might remember in an earlier trailer analysis covering the E3 2019 trailer, I predicted that Cloud will take a route somewhere to the left here to go through buildings and alleyways to meet Sephiroth. Having location and orientation established, let me show you how I think the pathway to the Loveless Corner looks like. First, we'll have to take the longer path to the right around this building, and due to the blocked off road to the north, we need to turn left. Going through between buildings, we'll end up on the street from the PSX 2015 trailer again, right around here, and then proceed towards the round corner building where Cloud is running towards. But it looks like it's not the case, as we see right afterwards, because there are stairs leading upwards. But first, let's check a few other details. We see 2 workers here helping a civilian out, or at least it looks like it. And here we see we can also talk to civilians. And I think I've seen this one also in the train, the E3 2019 trailer. Similar hairstyle and same jacket. Now if we keep going here, camera pans around. Also clear icicle dispenser or vending machine. And the Lord Bomb too. We've seen both in the Sector 1 train station in the demo already, first bombing mission. And here is Cloud taking the only path that leads forward. Up the stairs, and then somewhere over the rubble here, to the other side, and maybe between the buildings over there. At least it looks like it. Yes, our goal is there. Might be the Loveless corner? We'll see. Still quite a ways off. Always a Shinra logo somewhere, every single time. Now what I really like about this section is that now in the remake, we're forced to walk through the thick of it, to walk through the chaos and experience firsthand what we just caused. Well, not quite. The destruction is actually caused by Shinra themselves, but Barrett and the group Avalanche doesn't really know that yet, so it's still quite a good but bold move of Square Enix to lead us through the immediate aftermath, what our actions have caused. We saw a little bit of this in the original game, but there was only just one screen. We've seen the same corner from the intro, a little bit disheveled and destroyed in some way. A few people running around, and then we meet Aerith, but it's never to the extent that we see here, which I find a really good change. And now we're back here on Loveless Street in front of the theater. This scene we see a bit more of the meeting with Cloud and Aerith, and how she gives him the flower. This is the same footage from the State of Play trailer, and this is also from there, but now it goes even further. But you don't know what they're saying unless you can read lips, because there's no sound. So cute. This is definitely screenshot material, or wallpaper material, I should say. We've analyzed this whole area to death. We see a little bit more here, but not too much. There's nothing actually new to glean from there. Only thing to note here that there are more people outside, but other than that, it's still the same. Yeah, we see a few posters and stuff in the alleyway, but it's too blurry to make out anything substantial. This short shot here could be the time where Cloud says, "So keep your distance." Does he? Yeah, so keep your distance. Although, no, in the Game Awards trailer, he does look different, or has a different posture and looks in a different direction when he says that. This could be the dialogue that follows before, as in, I'm involved in things, dangerous things. Alright, now we see an extended version of the scene with Guardians of Fate circling around Cloud and Aerith, and one trying to attack Cloud, or so it seems. Not quite sure. But Cloud notices the threat, draws his sword, and slices the thing into oblivion, or so it seems. I'm pretty sure it just disappears from the visible world, but it's still there. Now, we've already seen enough of this area in previous trailers and analyses, so I won't go into anything here, because there seems to be nothing new, besides the flowers he got from Aerith. Anyway, if you liked this in-depth analysis so far, stagger that like button, subscribe to the channel and activate all notifications, so that you won't miss future analysis videos like this one. You will also instantly receive a homemade virtual cookie as a reward. You're welcome. And now comes a scene we've been teased in the post-demo teaser, where Cloud has to face off against several guards. But before we do that, here again, Studio White. So it really looks like Loveless is not the theater, but the play. The theater is actually called Studio White, as theorized before. Now, here we see the whole battle. I won't bore you with everything, but there are a few details I've noticed. There are two instances where Cloud's hand flashes up or glows. I have no idea. It's right at the beginning the first time. You see it, and here. Glows up, bling, and it's not the materia. It's not on his sword, it's on his hand. And a few strikes later, again as well. You see it here? Flashes again. And this happens again in a later battle, and there's no real indicator as to why this happens. It's not staggering, not pressuring, no significant ATB gain, no critical hit, just nothing really I could see. If any of you know what this causes. Also in the theme song trailer, there's a scene where Cloud uses Blade Burst against two sweepers, and in the Japanese version, his hand glows there as well, and I couldn't find out either why that is. It could be a little bit of an ATB burst or ATB gain for some reason, but yeah, it's a mechanic I couldn't find out how it works. Now, a little later in the fight, We have a good view at the establishment further back. It says mines, with the N and the S capitalized. For whatever reason. Is that some allusion to the mines that Barrett and the others worked back when they were still coal miners? Or is this just a coincidence? Or an abbreviation for something? Hard to say. It doesn't look like a restaurant or a cafe or something, so it might be something completely different. But the most interesting thing about this part, albeit logical, here. Cloud kills the security officer here. And we see 16 EXP and 2 AP gained. The AP gain hasn't been there before, at least not in the demo. So it could be that there will be a short materia tutorial after Jesse gives Cloud the first materia. And that's the spot where we start to gain AP. Or it was just disabled in the demo for demonstration purposes, and because AP wasn't really necessary there anyway. Would be cool, because then we would be able to gain some AP before and can spend them, or that would be nice, because then our already equipped materia would already gain some experience points. But we'll see. And just as Cloud defeats the last one of them, it says evade pursuers, main scenario. So this means those weren't the only ones. There are more that are now pursuing Cloud. The ones who played the original already know that, but it's still interesting to see, especially because the pursuit starts here, not just when Cloud gets near the train tracks. It's also interesting, since the security officer throws the grenade here before he dies. The grenade goes off. After he dies, battle is over, Cloud puts the sword away, but then the grenade explodes. Palm and deals 40 damage. Yep. Even if the battle is over, stuff that it's delayed damage still happens. Interesting. I wonder if poison will last until after the battle and keeps going, or it magically is being healed after the battle ends. Now this is a few moments later, where we're walking away from the Loveless Corner towards the Fountain Plaza, which is due south, and the clock up here says 11:05. So it's been almost 2 hours since we exited the train in Sector 1 station. So it kind of makes sense now. And we can see here security officers are already here patrolling, but don't see Cloud yet. And as soon as we get too close, like here, Cloud automatically draws a sword and battle begins. Although they don't notice us yet. That means we could theoretically walk around out of sight, maybe avoid those completely, or even, because we're now in battle mode, throw a grenade from behind the car or something. Just like something Nomura-san told us in an interview back in 2015, I think. It will be able to either avoid fights, throw a grenade from behind cover, or even throw ourselves into the fight. Which could be the first instance of those possibilities here, which is nice. As soon as we get close, they notice us and start attacking. Nope, no ATB yet, Cloud. Now what's interesting here is this enemy over there. It's a Grenadier. It's a new enemy. Actually, the Grenadier was already in the original game, but dummied out. It was a test enemy, many stats were at 0, and it had the same model as a submarine MP, which we encountered in the June run on the water reactor. Unlike those, the Grenadier actually has a grenade launcher. You see it here? One bloop, and the grenade flies in an arc towards Cloud. But we don't see if it explodes upon impact, which it should, or if it's similar to the grenades security officers throw. But I think it explodes on impact and does much more damage. That's my guess anyway. Also caked over trash. This has been here all the time, so it's probably been knocked over by the tremors caused by the explosion. Now there's something interesting over there. You might have already known this because it's been shared on Twitter and in some other videos, but as this is something just lying around, it's not loot dropped by destroyed crates or by an enemy, it's just lying there. So this must be an independent materia. Unless it's something completely different, another item. But due to the glow, I do have to agree with others that this is an independent materia. And according to Eurogamer, I've heard this could be either the Deadly Dodge materia or HP+. We'll see. And here we see a few other establishments, closed of course. This one here seems to be called Alterer's Pub. The one that alters things? Weird. And a bit further up we can see this one called One Shot. So one shot and you're drunk. or something like that. Other than that, there's nothing else of interest in here. And thus ends the first part of the first Inside Final Fantasy VII Remake documentary. I hope you enjoyed it. How did the devastated Sector 8 make you feel? Will you accept Aerith's flower? And what the heck do those shadows want from us? Let us know in the comments or on our Discord server, link below. And if you'd like to help me on my journey to become a full-time Final Fantasy analyst, feel free to toss us some gil using any of the platforms listed in the support CCO section in the description, like all those awesome scholars already did. Thank you so much for your dedication and support. You guys are the best. Alright, the next part of this analysis will follow soon and cover life in the slums, Sector 7 specifically. Is that the Shinra middle manager? Who's that girl exiting the train, and who are those two guys sizing up Cloud? You'll find out very soon, so stay tuned for the next part of this Inside Final Fantasy VII Remake documentary analysis. And always remember, stay safe and take care. FFVII signing off.